Harvard grad Enda Greeny has been complaining about red light running and speeding here at the intersection of 9th and O Northwest since May of last year.
And the light here was red.
But what he captured on his security camera the night of February 3rd, he says, freaked him out.
And I see this car just, shoo!
We may make fun of this guy, but neighborhoods are safer. This is why whenever a Sun person gets 10 cents, I mean 10 cents, two nickels to rub together, the first thing they do is run to people's neighborhoods like this. This is reverse of that, because the housing market in D.C., it's a good time for gliders to come into D.C. You have this Harvard grad. He's gentrifying Sun people's neighborhoods. Now, I'm very familiar with this neighborhood. I went to a youth center. No, it was a church, but they had a youth program there. Shiloh Baptist Church after school, male youth project. I was married at a church in this neighborhood. I lived in this neighborhood a little further down, closer to Florida Avenue. This is a Sun neighborhood. You never saw, in the 90s, early 90s, you never saw a glider around here. Unless they was a cop. But this is why neighborhoods with people like this are very safe. Because they care, concerned citizens. They care about their community. This guy owns his house, most likely. He has pride in his community. Some people call this snitching. Mind your business. Dang, you doing too much. But when they get two nickels to rub together, they run to this man's community.
Harvard grad Enda Greeny has been complaining about red light running and speeding here at the intersection of 9th and O Northwest since May of last year.
And the light here was red.
But what he captured on his security camera the night of February 3rd, he says, freaked him out.
And I see this car just, shoo!
A car screaming south on 9th Street.
And then I look this way where there's another traffic light here. And I look and I'm like, is this guy just going to go through that red light? And shoo! Sure enough, straight through the thing.
And that's when Enda, who majored in environmental science, did some basic math.
The crosswalk there, those are very nice white lines. And so I measure using Google Maps.
He discovered the car traveled exactly 156 feet to the end of this building in 1 second. That calculates to just under 107 miles per hour.
107. When I came up to 107, I was like, at 80, I'd be like, okay, this is ridiculous. But I've complained about this intersection before. But this kind of speed, it makes me livid.
These are the type of people every Sunman athlete, Sunman entertainer, whether it even be a rapper, act, it doesn't matter. When they get two nickels to rub together, they run to communities full of people like this. Because it's safe.
I've complained about this intersection before, but this kind of speed, it makes me livid. Imagine you're biking home. Okay, green light, you just bike through the intersection. A car going 107, you're done.
Greeny says the car ran 3 red lights as well. Now, back in May of last year, Greeny had already written to D.C.'s Department of Transportation complaining about red light running and speeding here. But stunned by the 107 mile per hour video, Greeny sent that to DC DOT the morning it happened 2 weeks ago.
And about the guys in this car, if they T-boned a car full of a family and killed them and they survived, they go to jail. You know, tussling with the car. Man, get over me, get over me. Take their mugshot. Next day, get out on bond, or in DC, personal recognizance, and go about their life. And wouldn't give it a second thought unless they were badly injured. If they just somehow miraculously weren't injured in an accident, wouldn't think about it again. If they had to go to jail for this, vehicular manslaughter, 7-8 years, these guys was going to jail anyway. It would just be unfortunate that they got there at the expense of somebody, some innocent people, and not some ops or, or, getting caught robbing some liquor store or something. But they were going to jail anyway. So it's not like a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't be nothing. They were going to jail anyway. For something else.
Today, the agency emailed him back and says it has done an analysis of crash and safety data here, and that the intersection of 9th and O Northwest will be added to our list for rotational speed camera deployment. That should be sometime in March. One thing Greeny has not done is share his video with police. He says he thinks it's far too fuzzy to be of much use to investigators. In Northwest Washington, Scott Broom, WUSA 9.
We'll only see on Local 10 News, and tonight we have found the hero who was seen on camera jumping in to save a woman who was being choked by a total stranger, and that man risked his own life to rescue a helpless person in big trouble.
Local 10's Rosh Lowe caught up with him and is live in Northwest Miami-Dade with the exclusive. Rosh.
What a story we have for you tonight. When this incident first happened and the video was first released, everyone, including the police, were wondering, who is this mystery man who saved the day? No one could find him. We found him today, and tonight on the one and only, you'll meet a real-life superhero.
This is a jiu-jitsu hold? Wow, yeah, so this is like a chokehold. Yeah, so I get him like this.
And this is what they want police not to be able to do. In many jurisdictions, police can't do this while they're fighting with a criminal suspect. Say, I'm a suspect. I just broke into your house, shot your whole family. I'm running away. The cop catches me. We're fighting in a dark alley. I'm trying to get away from him. He's calling backup. It's just me and him. I'm picking up bottles, trying to stab him. I'm grabbing, poking his eyes. I'm doing everything I can. He can't put me in a chokehold. Thanks to sisters and pasty liberals. He has to fight fair. Well, I can do anything I want because, I'm a criminal. But he has to fight fair. Had this been a cop who intervened, the cop would not have been able to do this. And had the video gone viral like this video of this man, there would be sisters and pasty liberals protesting in the streets, demanding justice, cursing out like the police chief and the mayor, standing in front of traffic, laying down in the middle of the street, talking about they won't be silenced, taking off from work. Flying into another city to protest this.
This is a jiu-jitsu hold? Wow, yeah, so this is like a chokehold. Yeah, so I kept him like this until the guards started to come. It was an eternity.
We found him, confirmed by Miami-Dade police. Billy Bort, the Good Samaritan, who was seen on this video last month, jumping into action when he sees a woman strangled. We saw the video. She was being strangled. The shoelace was around her neck. What does it feel like to know you may have saved a life?
Yeah.
He walks up on a random glider woman and starts choking the life out of her with a shoestring in broad daylight.
We saw the video. She was being strangled. The shoelace was around her neck. What does it feel like to know you may have saved a life?
Yeah, I never expected that. I discovered that when I saw the footage because I didn't see the beginning. But I feel grateful.
In the days following the attack, everyone wondered, who was this hero? He recently came forward. The video is so frightening. Cops say Aaron Quinones, waiting for the moment to strike.
Okay, so I'm going to give him Hombrito, man. That's Hombrito, man. He might be a Sunbrito, but y'all tell me in the comment section. I think that's Hombrito, man. I'm getting that all to y'all, man. I'm not taking none of this, man. It's Hombrito, man. This Hombrito, man. He might got a little teeny bit of sun, but I don't care. Yeah, that's Hombrito, man.
Cops say Aaron Quinones, waiting for the moment to strike. He looks around, shoelaces in hand. Cops say he goes in for the strangulation. This 26-year-old woman simply waiting at the bus stop off Northwest 25th Street. She fights for her life. She's able to get to the ground. That's when she starts being hit time and time again. Vicious strikes. The suspect won't stop. Unprovoked horror. Now watch this guy in the blue shirt. The mystery man we now know is Billy comes to the rescue. He lives in Bolivia and took some martial arts classes in high school. We hear about like Superman, superheroes. You're like a real-life superhero.
I don't feel like it.
He says the victim thanked him that day, but he doesn't know her name. He has a message for her in case she's watching.
I feel proud of her, the way she defended herself.
Yeah.
And women think that, they don't need police, man. Remember that idiot in New York a couple weeks ago? Making fun of the cop's funeral. Dissing the cop during his funeral because the procession blocked traffic. She was saying we don't need police. Listen, man, this stuff would be happening all day, every day. If there was no police, man. Okay? And if it would have been a bunch of Southern men standing there, you would have been short. You lucky it was a glider right there, Miss Lady.
Yeah, part of the issue here in finding this guy is that he lives in Bolivia. He comes to Miami. He's here now. What an incredible story. We're live tonight in Northwest Miami-Dade. I'm Rosh Lowe, Local 10.